Swinburne University of Technology.
The academic procession is about to enter the hall. Would you please stand? Please remain standing for the national anthem. The words on the inside back are on the inside back cover of your program.
Australians, all
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the presiding officer of today's ceremony, Mr. Bill Scales, AO, Chancellor of Swinburne University of Technology.
Vice-Chancellor, members of the University Council, members of staff, distinguished guests, very importantly, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Swinburne University of Technology, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this graduation and award conferral ceremony. We are very pleased that so many of you have been able to attend to make this such a special occasion. This ceremony acknowledges the academic and research achievements of our students and represents a very significant step in their process of lifelong learning. As a mark of respect to Australia's Indigenous people, Swinburne University of Technology acknowledges the Wurundjeri people as the traditional custodians of the land where we now meet to conduct this most important ceremony. On the occasion of this ceremony, the Council and staff of the University wish to share their pride and their congratulations with the graduands on their achievement. For all of us, this is a very special occasion. For the graduands, it means the culmination of years of study, hard work, and of course, achievement. For parents, families, and friends of the graduands, it means that all the sacrifices which you have made and all the support which you have given have now finally been rewarded. I am sure that you, just like us, feel a great sense of pride and happiness in seeing your friend or your family member succeed in this most important of ways. For the academic and administrative staff of the university, there is enormous satisfaction in seeing our students successfully complete their studies. While this ceremony rightly celebrates the achievements of our students, it is also an important occasion for the university. Swinburne prides itself on the quality of the teaching, learning and research which it provides. This celebration gives public recognition of Swinburne's ongoing commitment to provide our students with a range of high-quality educational qualifications. These qualifications will undoubtedly assist them in making an ongoing contribution to their chosen profession, and importantly for us here at Swinburne, it will also help them to make a significant contribution to their community. Swinburne is committed to being a nationally and an internationally recognised institution where our education programs and our research are relevant to the world community as well as to Australia. We're committed to this goal because increasingly, and I'd say probably the majority of the graduates here today will fall into this same category, they will work outside of Australia and they will establish for themselves successful international careers. And our researchers, of course, routinely collaborate with scholars from right around the world. I'd now like to call upon Professor Ian Young, Vice-Chancellor and President of Swinburne University of Technology, to address today's graduates.
Chancellor, distinguished guests and particularly our graduands, I especially acknowledge and welcome the lecturers, supervisors, parents, families and friends of those graduating today. We all know that you have played a crucial role in the academic success that we celebrate at this event. On behalf of Swinburne and today's graduands, I thank you for your encouragement, your sacrifices and your support. The university considers you all part of the Swinburne family, and we're extremely proud to do so. To those who are graduating, today marks the completion of an important stage of your life. You now begin a journey that will take you all on different paths. Building on today's success, many of you will now commence a career that leads directly on from your studies here at Swinburne. Still others will take you on paths that build on your education but will lead you in less well-defined directions. Whatever your next steps, you may take inspiration from the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I'm sure that your studies at Swinburne has not only provided you with the skills and information needed to pass your course, but also with the capacity to develop your own ideas and, importantly, to follow your own paths. Of course, many of you know where you're headed now. Some of you will have already commenced your careers in industry and elsewhere. Others may be driven by curiosity with a strong desire to understand fully a particular aspect of the world around you. If you enjoy the intellectual stimulation available within a university, then you might consider further study. If so, you would be following in the footsteps of some of our distinguished PhD students who are with us today. Much of the world's academic research is undertaken by postgraduate students under the close guidance of an experienced academic supervisor. Undertaking work of this kind gives you the opportunity to carry your ideas and values into the world and, importantly, to discover new knowledge. If research is not your preferred option, but you would like to undertake further study, you could enrol in postgraduate coursework programs to build upon the strong educational foundation laid by your recently completed studies. If postgraduate learning appeals either now or in the future, then we would be delighted to see you back at Swinburne. There are, of course, good reasons for undertaking lifelong learning. Higher education and learning provides advantages to individuals compared to those who are less well educated. Research from around the world shows that university graduates can expect significantly higher paid and more rewarding employment, as well as better health and even a longer life expectancy. In addition to the significant return to the individual, higher education provides important returns to nations. There is a strong correlation between the output per worker and the national investment in universities. There are many other potential benefits which also come from high levels of education within a country. These include a more egalitarian society, active and robust democracy, personal freedoms, and active political debate. Few of these goals can be achieved without an education system which provides a high level of learning for a large proportion of the population. The significant benefit which flows to a nation as a result of education means that the major benefit is received by the country in which the individual chooses to live and work, rather than the nation in which they actually received their education. Hence, even for countries where a high percentage of their population chooses to study overseas, the benefits will still be significant, particularly if the individuals return to their home country to live and to work. Swinburne is proud that our graduates are contributing to their own societies right around the world. We very much see ourselves as an international university. Your Swinburne education has given you knowledge. It's now up to you to show the bravery to wield that knowledge to achieve your goals. Balthasar Gracian, a 17th century author and Jesuit monk, said, "Without courage, knowledge bears no fruit." I encourage you to go out and seize the opportunities, not to shy away from hard decisions, and if it's within your power, to change things. Opportunities can exist in many forms, and they leave as quickly as they arrive. It is important to position yourself to see them, to have the knowledge to identify them, and the capacity to exploit them. Opportunity does not always knock, and opportunities are not found by hoping they will. To find them, you need to engage with the world, to meet and interact with people, to travel and broaden your perspective, to make an effort, to strive. As Edison once said, Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed up in overalls and looks like work. Very true words, I think. Once you've been able to develop the skills of identifying the prospects and turning them to your advantage, even greater possibilities will emerge. At times throughout your life, you'll need to deal with dilemmas in your personal and your professional activities. You will also need to make hard decisions as citizens of your community and of the world. Decisions are at the core of leadership and success, and there are times when they can be difficult and perplexing. Active decision-making involves a responsible choice that you must make. It is important to note that sometimes the boldest decisions are in fact the safest. Our world is now in a period of rapid, accelerating and unpredictable change. One of our greatest challenges today is to find ways for all sectors of our society to search, debate and decide how best to improve our communities for the good of all citizens. To do this, we need not only to make decisions, we also need innovation and ideas. Many ideas come from being open to influences and being receptive to the world around you. However, be brave in advocating your solutions, no matter how innovative they may seem. Remember that the heresy of one generation often becomes the orthodoxy of the next. Education provides many benefits to individuals, and it also increases your capacity to contribute more generally to society. This contribution may take many forms. For example, building the economic wealth of our nation, engaging in constructive social and political debate, and direct community service. All of these are responsibilities which you are well equipped to exercise. Being highly educated, you are now able to determine more effectively how to solve many of our social, environmental, economic and political challenges that face the world today. In many cases, you have specific talent to build a better world. For example, many of you have the expertise to create improved infrastructure for our communities. Others will have advanced critical thinking to assist in making judgments as to risk and the allocation of resources. For some of you, life's experiences will drive you to improve the world through your job, giving financial support to good causes, or by volunteering to help those who are in need. It is each and every one of you who graduate today that must, in the future, lead our businesses, our governments, our not-for-profit organisations, as well as our communities at large. An ambitious task, but one we know you're all capable of. As you face these challenges, be courageous. As Scientia, a Roman dramatist, philosopher and politician, said more than 2,000 years ago, it's not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It's because we do not dare that things are difficult. So my parting words to you are, please dare. We look forward to celebrating your successes. Congratulations.
And thank you, Professor Young, for your insightful comments to our graduates today. I now call upon Ms. Helen Giakakis, Associate Director of Student Administration, to verify that the graduates listed in the program are in fact eligible to receive their awards.
Chancellor, I have the honour to inform you that in accordance with Statute 13 of Swinburne University of Technology, the graduates who will be presented at this ceremony or who have applied to have their award conferred in absentia have fulfilled the conditions prescribed and are entitled to the award of Bachelor Degree, Graduate Certificate, Graduate Diploma, Master Degree, as appropriate, of Swinburne University of Technology.
Could I ask all graduates to please rise for the conferral of your award? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Swinburne University of Technology, I admit the duly authorised graduates here present and those in absentia to the appropriate awards and to all of the rights and all of the privileges of those awards. Let me be the first to formally congratulate you. Well done. It's terrific. We're very proud of you. Well done. Graduates, please be seated. I now call upon Professor Mike Donnelly, the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Enterprise, to present his graduates.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you the graduates on whom you have conferred an award. For the Bachelor of Business, Matthew James Baker. Prasadi Jiawira Bentara Wadia Patharaj. Jasmine Samantha Briscoe. Leon Calvert. Dave Krishna Chabra. Christian D'Andrea. Robert Joseph Di Fabio. Rowan James Earle. Yaya Ayed. Stephanie Louise Fancoli. Bothelaj Nguyen Tushara Fernando. Jennifer Elizabeth Gauci. Melanie Pong Mai Gian. Nicola Jane Gracie. Austin Gamunu Shaminka Jayasuriya. Jack Robert Jolly. Eve Joshi. Thomas Edmund Kennedy. Anthony Edward Lack. Joshua Brent Llewellyn. Nancy Logeron. Yung Leng Lo. Matthew James Marks. Chanaka David Masalamani. Alexander Francis Miles. Maria Reliza Mitchell. Nicole Eva Mock. James Philip Palmer. Ashan Parana Paliaji. William John Farr. Sophie Frances Porra. Rio April Grace Seja. Cale James Elias Saheli. David Hilton Sender. Vikrant Sharma. Amal Sheikh. Bridget Anna Sim. Robert Henry Stolarek. Alana Elizabeth Thompson. David James Wooten. And for the degree of Bachelor of Business and the Bachelor of Arts in Italian, Ilana Marie Bonolo. Tessa Louise Jelly. And for the degree of Bachelor of Business and the Bachelor of Arts in Japanese, John William Cale. Yenwei Dorothy Chu. Mao Hua Hu. Christopher Daniel Jansen. Vatana Kim. Todd Gregory Kitchen. Simon Kong. Cameron Lawrence McLean. And for the degree of Bachelor of Business in International Business, Almaha Akila Bastaki. Madalena Vera Carlos Mullen. Ebony Lee Dalitz. Marvin Manka. Dominic John Masquetta. Gondai Nyamunda. Ekrem Ramadan Omer. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business in International Business and Bachelor of Arts in Italian, Zoe Alexander Brown. Catherine Jane Waldock. And for the degree of Bachelor of Business in International Business and the Bachelor of Arts in Japanese, Michael James Cox. And for the degree of Bachelor of Business in Management, Abdul Aziz Ali Rashid Matar bin Masai Dawneadi. Alexandra Home. And for the degree of Bachelor of Business in Marketing, Tiara Valerie Abadi. Nastasia Esther Bornstein. Michael Ivan DeManco. Scott William Glover. Kate Elizabeth Horsfall. Emanuela Canavutsos. Vanessa Jane Leeds. Matthew Scott McMaster. Eric Allen Miles. Brett Michael Orders. Nicole Papazoglou. David Christian Peters. Claire Renee Raimundo. Victoria Ning Su. Georgina Wei Heng Tang. Anita Chin. Richard John Wilson. Asterios Zervas. And for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in International Business, Maria Harisa. Chung Bin Lai. Andrew Mean. And for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing, Holly Anika Kellogg. Sheni Lorraine Lockett. Jade Marie Munday. And for the Graduate Diploma of Business and International Business, Katrina Jane Ball. Agishkana Murutai Raju. And for the Masters of Business in International Business, Yosna Rakeja Aurora. Wiro Boris Subtuat. Ninon Jacob Parakadavel. Nikolai Christopher Popov. Nirav Kumar Shah. Cameron UJ Peter Stark. Pei Jong Yong. And for the Masters of Business and International Business Leadership stream, Sugardeep Bhutani. Ramanathan Chindurai. Gayathri Ganji. Kaushika Jinnah. Crispin John Samuel. Tom Cooper. Sandeep Milavarapu. Prashant Biglani. Ashish Prakash Naik. Vamsi Nirubave. Mayank Upal Parekh. Misha Mansuklal Patel. Amit Kumar Putnaik. Paula Rodriguez. Praveen Subramaniam. Ketan Chatrank Surve. Varun Tandon. Sai Krishna Fasarade. Wei Li Wong. Aruna Yalamanchili. And for the Master of Business in Marketing, Robin Lee Berg. Arnav Dutta. Jacqueline Hegarty. Melanie Kate Layhawks. Lee Menzies. Warwick David Peel. Mansi Pradeep Shah. Kelly Shaw. Eloise Dion Smith. Senyang Gary Tsia. And for the Master of Business Honours in Marketing, Guillermo Alberto Garcia Cardona. Vipul Vasit Jain. Ashe Shah. And for the Master of Commerce and Marketing, Gillian Mary Harriott. Tikan Pun Piwin Jarian Pong. Rithi Tush. Wilenthong Suse. Chancellor, that concludes the awards for the Faculty of Business and Enterprise. I now call upon Ms. Wei Li Wong, who graduated today with a Master of Business and International Business, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Thank you. Chancellor, members of the University Council, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the start of a brand new beginning. Today is the day we become fully fledged architects of our tomorrows. Today is the day we come together to celebrate the successful culmination of our university journey. But it would be remiss of us not to also use today as a time of reflection. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Apart from said village, it's also taken a large supporting cast and crew to raise a fully functioning university graduate. A large part of the kudos really goes to our families. Our success is really yours because we know the sacrifices you have made to get us here today. We don't say this often enough, but from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Beer pong competitors, road trip buddies, teammates, lifelong friends. You have made this journey the adventure that it is. You are the ones that I will call upon in moments of great joy and sadness. I am so honored and so grateful to call you friend. It has also been a privilege to learn from some of the best in the field, for teaching us with passion and patience. Thank you. And now, if I may, words of wisdom to help us along our great and brilliant future. A wise professor once said that education is a privilege. And Uncle Ben told Spider-Man that with great power comes great responsibility. Today, never has ethics and strength of character been more important. The next time the world faces another Enron, let it not be because of one of us. Standing before you today, I feel like such an ordinary girl. What do I know about life? But I know I've always wanted just that little bit more and tried just that little bit harder. My journey has brought me from a small town in Malaysia to a petroleum operating company in Khartoum, Sudan, and ultimately to Australia. I implore you to rise to the challenge. Accept opportunities, big or small. Be brave. Dream big. After all, former American President Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Credit belongs to the man and woman who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by sweat and blood, and strives valiantly, who at the best knows the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with the timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. It's time to fly. Congratulations, graduating class of 2010, and thank you.
And thank you, Wheeli. To Swinburne graduates, I know that today is the culmination of years of hard work, and that during this time you've had the encouragement and help of family and friends, as Wheeli has mentioned. On yours and the university's behalf, I wish to thank them for their support of your studies here at Swinburne, and of course for being here today to see each one of you graduate. I am sure that they, just like us, are incredibly proud of everything that you have achieved. Graduates, I'm now going to ask you to stand, turn around and face your families and friends, and let's all of us applaud what they've done for you during this journey. Let's applaud them. Thank you, graduates. Please resume your seats. Graduates, I think it also would be remiss of me if I didn't also, on your behalf, take this opportunity to thank the academic and administrative staff of the university for their contribution to your education here at Swinburne. Could I ask all of the academic staff and administrative staff to please stand? Let's thank them as well. Graduates, I do hope that you will consider that this is really just the beginning of a lifelong association with us here at Swinburne. Education is a continuing process, and I do hope that many of you will return to Swinburne, as Professor Young has suggested that you might, to continue your studies here with us. I would also encourage you to participate in the activities of the Swinburne Alumni Association. The Alumni Association has groups all around the world, so even if you're leaving us here in Melbourne, you can continue your participation with us at Swinburne through the Alumni Association. It's there for you, it's there to support you, it's there to do all of the things that you would expect an Alumni Association to do, and that is keep in touch with each other, to be able to support you in times of good and bad. But it's there. Please make use of it. Other people have, and they've found it to be incredibly helpful. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude the formal part of this Swinburne graduation and award conferral ceremony, I offer once again my congratulations to all who have received an award here today. Well done. Thank you. We are incredibly proud of you. Well done.
On behalf of members of Council and the university community, I invite you to join us for refreshments which will be served in the Chandelier Room. Would you now please stand while the official party, academic procession and procession of graduates leaves the hall.
Swinburne University of Technology.